Ey, yo te miré caminando sola. La teta bien buena de tus posts, la forma que te mueves me enamora. Pero eres Snake como Cobra.
Hey, what's going on, beanies and beanettes? You are listening to the Two Beans in a Pod Show. It is 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th to you.
If that wasn't patriotic,
Happy
I don't
4th
know what
to you.
is.
This is about as American as it gets.
Yeah.
This is the most Americanized Pedro that you're ever going to get in the history of America.
Are you changing your name to Peter for this weekend?
Today I am Peter. I am Peter McGriffith. I sailed over on the Mayflower in 1776. Well, I didn't personally. I'd be old as shit if I did. But my ancestors did. Just kidding. My ancestors were actually here. They got kicked out. Ain't that some shit?
Wow.
Happy 4th of July
That's a way
weekend.
to start the 4th of July weekend podcast.
Yeah, that's how we do it. We don't ever have a real intro. Do we ever have a real intro for
Not
this?
really.
Nah, we just fucking
Just
play
wing it, yeah.
Just wing it. Just go by ear. How was
Yeah.
your weekend?
It was great.
Happy 4th.
It was happy 4th.
You look very 4thy.
I do. I'm wearing my Metallica shirt, which is, I would say, very American. I mean, it can't get more American than this.
America!
Oops.
That's Sun Devils. That's college. Wrong one. Get your fingers in order.
My devil horns in order.
It's been a great weekend. 4th of July weekend has been, we got great weather finally, which is fucking never happens in the Midwest.
No, it's been good. It's been great.
The
weather's been nice. So what did we do yesterday for the 4th? How did we celebrate?
We got litty as a fucking titty last night.
We got lit.
Yeah, super lit. We went to a COVID club, which was fucking off the chain. All kinds of sneezing.
I'm sure we walked out with
dude, Chicago's
a good dose of COVID.
Chicago's a different animal, man. Different city. It's like a different country out there.
It's funny, yeah, because it's only like an hour away from where we live, and it's very different, like as far as how they're handling the whole COVID situation. Because here we can go to the store, we can go outside, and I mean we do see people with masks, but not everyone is wearing a mask. And in Chicago, we went to the store, everyone was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Everyone was wearing a mask. Even like our friends were like walking out with a mask. Like when we were like going somewhere, like they were making sure that they had their mask with them.
Like checklist is
it's like, you guys have your mask?
Wallet,
Yeah,
keys, mask.
And here, our friends here are just like, oh shit.
Oh well, forgot the mask.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. So it's very different how they're handling it, but.
Yeah, the club scene was weird yesterday.
Okay, well, we didn't go to a club. First of all,
Well, it felt very clubby.
It was a bar. We're in the outdoor. It was an outdoor patio.
It felt very clubby.
It felt clubby, but it wasn't a club.
Okay, hold on. Pause before we move any further. What defines a club versus a bar? There's loud fucking music. There's drinks. There's massive amounts of people.
Well, a club, there's dancing. It's like the main thing about a club is like a dance floor dancing. A bar is more like there's
true.
music,
there was no yesterday.
and there's some dancing if there's space, but really a bar is more like to mingle, to socialize, have drinks.
Gotcha. And then hit on your occasional quarantine table.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
So do you want to break down what the situation was yesterday? It was like the most weird thing. Like there was an instruction manual before you entered this fucking bar.
It was very weird. So we go to this bar and the bouncer's like, you guys have to wear your masks to come in. Which we weren't even going in because we were going to their outdoor section.
Yeah, what in means is like there is an outdoor parking lot and there's like a fucking fence and we're on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
And that's out. And as soon as you cross the fence, you're now in.
Yeah.
But it's still out.
We're just like steps away from where we want to be. We're just separated by a short wall.
Yeah, but this wall is a sanitary wall. So it's like it just blocks off all germs.
It's an I guess.
It's not a regular, when you guys see regular fences, you think, oh, that's just going to block off, dogs and, people from like walking through. No. This blocks everything. This blocks germs like corona.
Yeah.
I think they've upgraded to like herpes. I don't know. It's foolproof. Yeah. It's foolproof.
Well, I mean, I think they should invest in a lot of them all over the city. All over Chicago. No, so I don't know if you noticed. So it was 4 of us going into the bar or the outdoor patio of this bar. And they first asked us to put our masks on. And we did. And then they asked us, how many in your group? And we said 4. And then they took off the belt from the stanchion. They took off the belt. They told us to move to the next section. They put the belt behind us. They closed it off again. So now the 4 of us were like inside this little like area of the stanchions. And then from there, that's how they were separating each group. Did you notice that?
I did notice it, but I didn't feel like it made a difference. I was still...
Nothing made sense.
I was still less than 3 feet away from whoever was behind us in line.
Yeah. But we had our masks on.
We did have our masks on. Yeah. And it was really weird. Like, as soon as you sit down, they're like, okay, you can take your mask off here.
We were meeting some friends that were at the bar there.
Yeah.
So we were meeting some friends. The bouncer lets us in. Our waitress walks us to an empty table, and we tell her, our friends are sitting right there. Can we just meet up with them? They're like, no, like you guys can't mingle with each other. So I will sit you here at this table across from their area, which is kind of like it's kind of just like a lounge area where they're at. Yeah. Covered with like plexiglass. And they're like, she said, I'll sit you guys here, but you guys can't mingle. You guys, you can say hi, but they can't if you get up to go talk to them, make sure you have your mask on. But while you're sitting down at this table that's 3 feet away from your friends, you can take your mask off, but you're going to get up, you have to put your mask on.
Dude, our buddy almost got kicked out over a hug.
Yeah.
Over a fucking hug. But you know what the conundrum was? Our other buddy had a shirt that said free hugs. We're like, what do we do here? This is fucked up. We got one guy giving out free hugs and the other guy getting in trouble for fucking hugs.
It was the weirdest experience ever. I'm like, if it's going to be like this, like, why even open it? Like, why? Right? Either you're fully open or you're not. Yeah. Or, I don't know, whatever. Like, we were there,
It's very confusing times. And I think that if you're just going to go out, then you just assume you're going to probably get some shit. It's like, you probably shouldn't be going out, if that's what you're fucking worried about. But I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to minimize, limit, do their thing.
They're trying to do what they can to stay in business and reduce the spread of germs. And I can appreciate that. That's honestly more than a lot of the bars here locally that are around us. Like, no one is doing anything around here. Like, they don't care about capacity. They don't care about COVID.
They're on Corona? Did you say you want to line with that?
Yeah, exactly. Where this bar in Chicago, I mean, it didn't make sense, but they were trying.
Yeah.
They were trying.
So. I love the effort of the waitress, especially when she said, well, look, you guys can't mingle, but, do whatever you want to do. But you just got to make it seem like you're not mingling. I was like, all right. Those are the most clear instructions I've ever seen in my no, what do you mean? Are we doing this or are we not doing this? Because the guy just came up to me, gave me a hug, and you just scolded him like he was 5 years old, and he got put in timeout or some shit. It was just absurd, man, just absurd. But aside from that, we also spent a lot of. I feel like we burned way too many.
Do we want to explain why we're wearing glasses? Because I feel like people might be like, why are
they wearing
glasses in their apartment?
It's so sunny out here. It's insanely sunny.
Yeah.
Why do we wear glasses?
Well, the way that we're facing, we have right in front of us, there's a floor to ceiling window. And then the way the sun is positioned every time we record, it's right in our face.
Right in
So we're not wearing glasses because we're trying to be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to be cool. I don't know what you were trying to do.
I just don't want to show my, my no sleep, tired.
Your ojeras?
My ojeras. Yeah. That's really why.
Those crow's feet?
Yeah. That's not funny.
Oh, man. Yesterday was an adventure day, though. If you guys aren't following us on social media, you should be. You should be every single day because it's the Beanies, baby. Every goddamn day we're on adventures, right? So the two beans, we're out there. We're doing the damn thing. Yesterday, well, actually, here, let me not pass the social media here. So follow us at the 2 with the number 2 and Beanz with the Z. Why do we do that, babe?
Because we're cool.
Because we're cool and we like to keep it sprucey. That's how it is. But anyways, you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, at the 2 Beanz, and we now got our YouTube channel, which we also just launched, the 2 Beanz at a Pod Show on YouTube. We got our Instagram TV channel up. Stream us on Spotify, on Podbean, on Apple Podcasts, and pretty soon we're coming up on Pandora as well. But basically, we've been posting our adventures on the Instagram page, and it's yesterday was many calories to be burned. I was not ready for that amount.
I loved it.
Exercise, but also we went out to the water, which was very scary. It was I didn't realize that you guys were actually gonna fucking dip in that thing.
Well, I didn't, but I wanted to. I wasn't prepared. Again, I think I talked about that last week when we went boating, and I did it again.
You and water are just not a thing.
Yeah, I think maybe I just don't want to do it, and I'm like, I forgot my bathing suit.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
And then you shit on me for not knowing how to swim and not getting in the water. I see how it is.
No, next time I will be ready.
Oh, sure. But yeah, no, it was a great fucking day out yesterday. It was, the lake was fucking crowded. There was lots of people in the water. People were having fun.
There was a lot of people in the water. There was a lot of people in the park. We went to Chicago, meet up with some friends over there, which is like tradition now that we moved to the Midwest. Every time, last year we were in Chicago.
Do you remember last year?
Last year, 4th of July was amazing. It was so much fun. We had a great time. But we drove to Chicago, met some friends, and from there we biked to Lake Michigan. And I love biking. Absolutely. I can bike all day, every day. I love doing it. It's one of my favorite activities. So we biked through the city, and for those that don't bike regularly, and we learned, like, we're newbies biking, here or in Chicago, you're supposed to, if you're biking, you're supposed to bike with traffic.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So,
no sidewalk biking.
No sidewalk. You're like a car.
Yeah.
So that was a little nerve wracking, but I mean, if it's fine. I think cars are just like, drivers are already used to like all these bikers. So
yeah, they're pretty respectful for the most part.
Each other,
except for when there's like 4 bikes, riding like a mob, and you got the lead biker just taking red lights left and right, no fucking big deal. But we only got honked at a few times. But fuck these guys. I had a badass whistle and a bell.
I was going to say, I was like, hey, I had a bell. Nobody fucked with me.
Yeah, I had a whistle on mine. It was solid. It was like... As we went over last episode, I'm not very good at whistling. So that was... But, hey, actually, real quick, speaking of last episode, so we were talking in the last episode about shit that, like, people don't know how to do, right? So, of course... it seems like this is going to be the thing this summer. It's just like, how many times can we rub it in Pedro's face that he doesn't know how to fucking swim? But that was the thing yesterday. We didn't know how to swim. But also, we got a lot of feedback from some of the people that were like, like posting on our comments, like shit that they don't know how to do. Somebody even went on a limb and said that I do know how to swim, or I do know how to dance, which is like not a thing.
Oh, someone said that you do know how to dance?
Yeah.
I know who said that.
Yeah. So somebody on our page.
She was just trying to be really nice.
I think... Well, she claims she has a video somewhere, and I'm a little scared. I don't want to challenge it.
Oh, we're going to have to get her to share that.
I don't want to challenge it, because I don't know what kind of dancing is going to be on that video. It's probably not good. But we also got some feedback that people just don't know how to do other, like, random shit. Like, people don't know how to date, apparently, which is...
Oh, yeah. Someone said that.
That's a thing.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people that don't know how to date, and just they never learn how to date.
And yesterday, we got a chance to see some, firsthand, when you're sitting at the bar, you're just, people watching. So it's, there's tons of tables around. It's, there's some people, trying to get at, certain tables, and you kind of see the whole interaction. It's, it's kind of like National Geographic. Yeah. But at the bar. And it's just all right, so you see the single hyena, right? And they typically work in packs, but this single hyena is out on a hunt for her own pleasures. And she sees a stray hyena with a table full of bottles, and the hyena just goes after. It just launches, but the hyena's the alpha, and the hyena just smacks the bitch down and says, "No bottles for you, ho! No bottles for you!" That was what we were watching yesterday. There was a table right behind us that it felt like every chick in that fucking bar was trying to get to that table.
Accurate. Oh my God. It's not even funny.
It was like you looked around and it was just like women just like. It was like fucking predator status, you know?
Like just like walking through the tall grass of of COVID, trying to spot that.
Do you have COVID? What's your credit score?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was.
But dude, I was impressed with my fellas because typically what I've been accustomed to hearing and seeing is thirsty men getting shut down by women left and right. But yesterday, for the first time in my life, I saw thirsty women getting shut down by these dudes left and right. And it was...
Wait, what do you mean shut down? Yes,
dude.
Yes. What, I know who you're talking about, what group you're talking about, but what do you mean? How do they get shut down?
Okay, so check it.
Because last time I checked, the girls walked out with them.
No, there was... I mean, that was like they were the winners, right? So they were the alpha hyenas that fucking went and they were like, no, we're gonna get our shit. No, there was some weak ass hyenas before. I shouldn't call them hyenas. That's bad. I don't know, but they were laughing like hyenas.
Well, I think we're just talking about the National Geographic.
I don't know. Nat Geo's is kicking in, but there was so it was really funny. We were like watching this happen. So she like walks up to the table, and she kind of makes a gesture like towards like sitting down, and the guy says, "Nah, seats taken." Right? So she's like, all right, no worries.
How did you see all this when we were sitting on the same side of the couch?
Yeah, no, that's why I was sitting like next to Spencer so I could like kind of get a peripheral
Throw the
views.
names out there, why don't you?
Peripheral views next to our buddy. There's plenty of Spencers in the world. Anyways, so we're sitting there. We're just like kind of watching this. We're not trying to be super obvious, but yeah, like the chick comes up and she's like, yo, can I like sit here? And the dude's like, nah, seat's taken. Right. So we're like, all right, seat's taken. No big deal. Hour or two goes by. That seat ain't taken. And she sees that the seat ain't taken. So she comes back and she tries again.
Really?
She tried a second time. And the second time she was like, hey, like, I noticed the seat's not taken. And it was like, the guy was just like, no, we don't want you here.
No.
And then she got pissed, and then that's when she fucking walked out of the bar, and then some like friends chased after her, tried to drag her back into the bar, and then she tried again and got shut back down. It was a hot mess. Like it looked very embarrassing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to point out that girls get so much shit from guys all the time. Like, oh, you girls are nosy. You girls talk so much shit. You girls are... When you and our friend... Yeah, no, when 100%. You and our friend apparently observed all of the...
What else are we to do?
Yeah, you guys observed all of this. We're nosy as fuck. We're talking about everybody. Like, you guys were like doing exactly what men blame women for all the time.
It's just we sat there and we were just in our head.
So just to point out, men are just as nosy and as, shit talking as us women.
if I got a good head, if I got a good set of gossip in my hands, I'm gonna exhaust it. It's good shit. It's funny. No, it was just pure comedy. I mean, between that and trying to figure out if that table was gonna pick up the bag of Coke or not, like that was just a good night all around. It was just a good night all around. Like, there's nothing like when you just go out, you're just like, I'm gonna just grab a couple drinks. You're having a couple drinks with the friends, and you just look down and you're like, is that what I think it is? You're like, yep, that sure is. It's a good old baggie of Coke. Just
only in Chi-Town.
Only in Chi-Town, and we had bets. We had a line of bets to see who would pick it up, but nobody did. Nobody was ballsy enough. So,
yeah, the girls didn't get it, yeah?
Nope. I'm pretty sure one of our friends went back for it. No big deal. But yeah, yesterday was interesting, man. So like, it was interesting because not only like are you seeing like people socializing, but also like you're seeing like the dating world, and it's like different, like how people are like dating now, because it's like some have to like wear masks and shit like that. It's just like, how do you?
Or like our friend said, because we were at this bar and the waitress was like, you guys can hang out with your group, you just can't mingle with other people. You only hang out with the people you came with. And our friend was like, well, how am I supposed to meet guys if I can't mingle here?
Yeah. She was so salty about it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's true. How is she supposed to meet anybody? If she's going out, but she can't meet people.
You got to do it from 6 feet away.
Yeah. So how are single people doing it nowadays? Is it just all through apps now?
I think it's all Tinder now. It's all Tinder game. That's the only way that you can safely show your teeth.
Which I wouldn't trust pictures.
I wouldn't trust pictures either, man. People can Photoshop fucking teeth.
Everything.
People can Photoshop asses.
Everything you can do nowadays.
Yeah.
Filters.
And you don't find out this dude's got like no front teeth until, the day of. And you're just like, oh, right, let's take it up to my bedroom. And it's like, holy fuck.
You take the mask off.
I didn't know we were playing FIFA today. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, man. So that was a different experience, man. But this is, it's just kind of like what we're starting to get used to. Like what I'm wondering is it just going to be like that in like big cities? Or, is it just going to be kind of like the whole country just kind of piggybacks off of this shit? Or I'm not going to lie. It was annoying yesterday, but it was very efficient the way they ran it.
Yeah, I was annoyed yesterday, and I did talk shit. Like, this is stupid, but at the same time, it's like, it's actually the first place that I go to since everything's pretty much opened that actually had some regulations in place. Something.
Yeah.
Because here where we live, everything's open and it's just a free-for-all. Everybody's just in. No one's wearing a mask. Capacities are, down the drain. But over there, I mean, they had a system in place and they were trying to abide by it. And it's hard because, one, it's in Wrigleyville where there's, a lot of action. Yeah. There's a lot of people there.
It's like college central.
So it's hard, it's hard to be able to regulate such a party, party area. But kudos to them. I mean, they tried and it's...
Like, how do you tell a bunch of frat boys to just keep their distance? You know what I mean? It's like, frat boys have a hard time keeping their pants on, let alone fucking distance. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you gotta convince these fuckers to not take their pants off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a thing.
That's very true.
So
that's very true. But they managed.
They did. They managed somehow and also everything closed down at 11. That fucking sucked.
Yeah, I know. We got kicked out at 10:45.
Yeah, we were the most responsibly home early people like ever.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we went out for drinks. Oh, why are you home? It's well, the drinks closed down at 11.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's nuts now.
I know night school that goes later than that.
It is nuts now. I mean, it's an overused statement nowadays, but it's the new normal.
The new normal and the word unprecedented. Two words that immediately make me projectile vomit.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that.
It's like the word of the year this year. This year's 4th of July was very, very different from last year's. Last year, we did a badass rooftop, sketchy rooftop, 365-degree view of fireworks shows, right? And yesterday...
Is it 360 or 365?
360. I think 365 days in a year. There's 360 degrees. But give me a second. Which way's the wind pointing? You might be right. I don't know. There's 3, 6, and another digit that we'll just leave up to mystery. But the point is, we were able to see fireworks all the way around this building, right? And
that was freaking awesome.
And it was pretty fucking amazing. And I remember 4th of July's were always really, really great. Growing up, we had a little ballpark right in front of our house that just did like a big old fireworks show, and it was really great because we get to charge for parking. Make a little side hustle. I usually sell lemonade and shit like that. That's how I made money for books. But yesterday was weird. There was no fireworks shows.
Well, no. I mean, not as much as the last few years, of course.
Not like coordinated fireworks shows.
Yeah.
There was like homeowners just blowing their houses up.
Yeah.
But there wasn't like an actual fireworks show.
Yeah, at least not that we were aware of. We were told there weren't any shows. But I thought it was really cool when we left the bar and then we got on our bike. We got on our bike to go back to our friend's place.
We tried to Uber first.
And then we're like, this is stupid. Yeah. So we just decided to go on our bike and went back to our friend's house. But as we were riding through Chicago back to our friend's house, at this time it's already 11 o'clock at night, some of the fireworks that were going on, you could see over the skyline as we were riding our bike, and I thought that was so cool. Like
that was kind of cool.
That was really
and
cool.
we had a friend that was obsessed with the song that had like it was Kanye West. It was like fireworks in Lake Michigan, and it was like the song of the night. So it was like we had to keep playing that shit over and over again. It was just like that one verse: fireworks in Lake Michigan, I'm coming home again. Fireworks in Lake Michigan, now I'm coming home again. Fireworks in Lake Michigan. It was just like nonstop the whole fucking ride. But no, it was nice. It was cool. It was a different way of seeing the fireworks. But you know what? Like, I'm gonna touch on something that's very serious right now. I'm gonna quick pause. Laughter dead.
Okay.
Finito. Momento serio. We're in a weird time in America where 4th of July is now no longer the regular holiday, where as a country we come together and we celebrate. And there's some people that are fighting and saying, why aren't you celebrating 4th of July? And there's some people that are saying, no, fuck 4th of July, right? Because that's where like all these like racists came from and da 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 da. And I get that. I get both sides of the argument. You know, it makes sense. I'm going to throw out an analogy that hopefully kind of makes it easy for everybody to maybe come together, right? Whatever side of this thing you're on, whether you're for 4th of July, anti-4th of July, I don't really think that you should be anti-4th of July, but you know, you live in this country and you've got the right to TV and internet and air conditioning and, you know, not being, you know, sold off to like, you know, fucking sex trafficking and other weird shit that goes on in some really rough countries, right? So we've got a lot of privileges here. But if you are upset about the racists that that started our country, it's kind of like, I consider the Independence Day like graduation day, like high school graduation, right? So these guys were pissed about whatever was going on in England, right? They hated the fucking English. They were like, fuck you guys, we're gonna dump your tea in the water, all that shit, right? And they were like, I'm gonna move across the fucking ocean, Mom. So they fucking moved across the ocean, right? And just like little fucking teenager fits that they were throwing, and they fucking launched on the Mayflower, and they got over here, and they're like, holy shit, we discovered some stuff, right? Quote unquote. You know, just ignore all these people that live here, but other than that, you know, it's fucking free land. We discovered this shit. Nobody else lives here. So,
you're basically telling the story of America.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the story of discovery of America.
Oh, okay. And
so
Pedro's version.
Yeah.
Clarify.
This is the two Beanz version. So they come over the Mayflower with their teen fits, and they're just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna start our own country," right? And all the while, they're trying to figure out how to start this country, and they're learning the process of starting this country, right? And then eventually, they were like, "Well, we can't have mom and dad feed us forever, right? So we got to fucking be independent, right?" And then that happens, and there's a fucking war, and then some fucking fireworks, and then something about, you know, oh, say, can you see, and all that shit. And then we fucking win, right? And then that's Independence Day. And then everything that ensues after Independence Day is exactly what happens to any normal person after the age of 18 when they graduate high school. Is at age 18, you usually are like, fucking finally, I did it. I graduated. I'm a fucking adult. I can't wait to go out there and I'm going to crush life and I'm going to do fucking amazing things, right? And for those of you that are not 18, obviously, that's not how life works.
If anyone is listening to us that's under 18.
I hope no one's under 18. But it's like, dude, it is a shit show after you graduate. Like, you got to figure out a lot of shit out on your own. You know what I mean? So it's kind of the same thing for our country. Independence Day happens, and then, you know, fucking figuring out shit as far as how to be a country for a very long time. And that's how I see our country. We just graduated back in 1776.
Just a couple hundred years
ago. But never fucking went to college. Never went to college.
Life out.
Still trying to figure myself out. Yeah, still trying to figure ourselves out as a country.
Interesting way of looking at it.
Never went to college, and because we didn't go to college, now we're fucking here. We're 2020, trying to figure out whether or not we should celebrate 4th of July or put masks on or what the fuck do we do, right? So. To those of you guys, that are, because obviously we aren't forgetting all the fucking things that are going on. It's not like we're oblivious to all the shit, and all of a sudden magically today it's just like no longer, there. But at the end of the day, we are in this country and we are fucking in it together. We're trying to fight for the same fucking thing and all live together and enjoy the same Wi-Fi and enjoy the same AC and still have our Netflix and just do it without all the fucking crazy racism. So. That's my little analogy for
I like it.
how our country got started.
Yeah, I
What do you
like
think?
it. Very animated, very, very simple, very short. I like it. Short and sweet.
Short, sweet, and to the fucking point.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite part of the weekend?
Biking.
Biking?
I could bike all day.
You just got a thing for cardio.
I don't know what it is. It's just very therapeutic for me. So I love biking. I like being by the water. So biking and then hanging out by Lake Michigan were my favorite things this weekend. I love doing that.
Love hanging out around water. Doesn't really like getting in the water.
Yeah, I know.
And between the two of us, you're the one that does know how to swim.
I do, yeah. Yeah. But I will next time. And then next time comes. Next time.
That gives us very, very high hopes. So,
Yeah. No, but it was a good fourth. We never plan anything, and those were the best times.
Yeah.
So we didn't plan anything yesterday. We just kind of went with the flow. All we knew was that we wanted to bike. And we
originally wanted a boat, but we realized we don't have a captain.
True, and we had done that the weekend before, and yeah, we were just like all over the place. But anyways, like when we don't plan things, it's when we have like the most fun.
Yeah.
So it was great.
I wasn't willing to put my boating license on the line again. Last time around, it was very scary.
You were so great last time, though.
Last time was very scary. I almost blew up the boat. About to go boom boom. So yeah, that's
what was your favorite part?
My favorite part of this weekend was it was definitely the people watching. I gotta say, like I got a thing for just like watching humans interact with each other. That's just like, it's fucking hilarious, especially when there's like all kinds of new shit involved that they gotta like adjust to, because you see people like make big deals about stuff that really shouldn't fucking matter. It's like, dude, you got to throw a mask on for like 20 minutes. Like, all right, whatever, throw a mask on, just, whatever. Like, don't make a big deal. Walk to your table, take it off, you're good.
Yeah.
But there's like a large group of people that was like obvious that it was a fucking problem for. So like you see security, whereas like usually security is like calming dudes down from like fighting and doing all kinds of stupid shit. And it's like security's just walking around like, put your mask on. Did you sanitize your hands?
They're walking around with hand sanitizer.
Yeah, they got like Lysol wipes and shit like that. It's like no more tasers. It's just like shooting out Lysol. So it's just a different experience, man. But it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch all the people just reacting to the shit. So, yeah, that was our weekend. So. Yep,
crazy and fun as usual.
Keep doing what we do.
We'll see what's in the works next weekend.
So next weekend is now is what is it? July 12th.
Yes, it was July 4th. Yeah.
July 12th. So what's special about July 12th? What do we do on July 12th? I heard there was like a full moon on July 12th.
Oh, God. Let's not talk about moons anymore.
Yeah, no. I don't know if anybody caught the full moon last night, but there was a full moon last night.
Yeah.
The chakras were amazing yesterday, apparently.
The energy was there. Emotions were high.
I got saged for the first time yesterday. Actually, yeah. That should be my fucking favorite part of yesterday. I just got saged for the first time ever. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I thought sage was just like an essential oil.
No, well, sage is meant for cleansing.
Oh, yeah. Like showers, like
it's just like to like steer away bad spirits or cleanse you in the like cleanse your energy in the spiritual way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So our friend who's very much into that type of stuff. I don't know what you would call it, but
isn't it called witchcraft?
It's not witchcraft.
It's not called witchcraft?
No, it's not witchcraft. I don't think she listens to this podcast, but if you are,
it's witchcraft.
It's but she brought sage, she lit it up, and she cleansed all of us while we were at the lake. And as she cleansed us, she said, like, she had a little saying that she said, which I thought it was adorable. I like it. I think it was interesting. Mm-hmm. I like people that are not like this, like that are different, that have their quirks or they have their traditions or their customs. I like that. I did enjoy being cleansed by the sage. What I did not enjoy was the guy that was jerking off by the tree as I was being cleansed by the sage. So that was that didn't feel very clean. That's gross. But other than that,
the cleansing was good.
There's just there's a different type of people in Chicago. There's all kinds of people in Chicago.
He was in like dick
people,
out.
You got some bad people, you got some pervs, you got everything in Chicago.
Yeah, it was just weird.
It's
it was like
your
hand's been in your pocket for way too long, bro. But that was our weekend. That's our weekend update for those that listen to the Two Beans, that enjoy the Two Beans shenanigans, and we'll be back at it this week. What's really cool is we're all back to norms. So I see you looking for that coaster. I totally see you looking for that coaster.
I was like, where did it go?
It got stuck to the bottom of your glass and it just like fell off as you drank.
Oh my God, what happened?
It was like magic. I'm telling you, it's the witchcraft. It's the sage.
It's the sage.
Just made it disappear. She like Chris Angel'd your ass. So yeah, anyways, we'll be back up to some more shenanigans. The good thing is like we're almost back to normal. Like we're I'm back to work. You're sort of back to work. I mean,
I've been working, just not working in my usual location.
Yeah, you're working in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we're definitely starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel here, which is great because in about 3 weeks we're going to start snowing again, and we definitely won't be able to go out. So
that's for sure. Summer's just going to fly by here.
But we will be keeping our beanies and beanette listeners 100% updated. Is that a thing? Beanies, beanettes?
I don't know, but you're the one that came up with that. I have no idea where you got that from.
I think I'm going to make it a thing.
I don't think anyone wants to be called a beanie or beanette.
I don't mind being a beanie. You could be my beanette. What do you mean? Beanie, beanette? I don't know. It sounds good. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna run with it. So all of our beanies and beanettes out there that are listening to this shit, tune into our social media, Instagram at the Two Beans. I always like to throw out Facebook, but to be quite honest, I don't fuck with Facebook as much anymore. So just follow us on Instagram. Way simpler. At the Two Beans.
I like
Number
that.
2. Beans with a Z, because we keep it fucking sprucey, of course.
Always.
But we've got our Instagram TV channel launched already. We're going to be doing our updates. Of course, we got more doggy dad jokes coming at you. We got more haha jueves coming at you as well. And then we've got some special, women that we're going to be shouting out here this month as well. So just kind of keep tuned with that stuff. And we're going to be posting regularly. And as soon as we get back out there for more shenanigans this week, we'll keep you guys posted. But for now, this is Bean 1.
Bean 2.
And we out this motherfucker.
Bye.